Sunday night on ABC, it's Notre Dame and Miami, and the running back for the Fighting Irish, Jeremiyah Love, kind enough to join us now. Jeremiyah, welcome to the show. It's a pleasure to have you on for the first time. Thank you.
Pleasure to be here.
So many of us this weekend are looking at this slate of games, and we're so fired up. Your standalone game Sunday night in the middle of a holiday weekend. People are, they are absolutely out of their minds. We're just watching. You all are going to be in the arena. What's been the message among your group about keeping the main thing, and not allowing all of the attention and interest to get in the way?
You know, Coach preaches it every day. He says to, block out the noise, focus on what really matters, and what really matters is the people in our room. A lot of times, some people can, get into listening to what outsiders have to say, whether it's good or bad. But Coach Free keeps us dialed in, keeps us together, keeps us as a family locked in, and just focusing on the moment, focusing on each other and doing our jobs. So he just says block out the noise and put one foot in front of the other, and yeah.
The noise back in the day could not have been louder. I'm talking about way before your time. This game, Miami Notre Dame, the shirts in South Bend said Catholics versus convicts. That was a while ago. What does Miami Notre Dame represent to you and your team right now?
Well, obviously Notre Dame and Miami have some history. We, as a team, educated ourselves about the history of Notre Dame and Miami, them playing against each other. So going into this game, it means a lot. It's our chance to change the narrative of playing Miami in their house. It's our chance to set the tone for this season as well. But there's a lot that this game means to us. It means a lot. There's a lot of tradition.
Especially for the old heads. Especially for the old heads that remember back in the day. You had a really lovely piece that was in the Players Tribune today. Delayed, not denied, about Notre Dame coming up just a little bit short and the injury that prevented you from being able to really play and participate in that Ohio State game. And I love the idea of it being fuel to motivate, but there's a school of thought, Jeremiyah, that if you look back, you can stumble on what's right in front of you. So how do you balance that idea?
Really just, man. First off, that was a beautiful journey last season, but really, in order to make sure that we're not stumbling over our own selves, really, when we look back at that game and just look back at the journey itself, we know what it takes to get there and grind every single day in order to be able to reach our full potential, as Coach Free says. So really, it's just focus on this season, but also use last season's journey and put it in our mind of like what it takes for us to be better versions of ourselves and to really just elevate every single day. So we're not gonna fawn over what happened last season, but we will remember it and we will use it to help us stay grounded and stay connected to the game itself. Because at the end of the day, this season we're in the present, and what we're doing now really matters. So
but I can understand and appreciate that the idea of, man, if I was healthy, the what if is powerful. But what matters now is the what if is what's going to happen on Sunday night. And because this game is so big against Miami, but it is only the first game, the perspective you have of having played in the last game, I think helps you guys understand this isn't the end of the road. It's just the beginning. How much has that been part of Coach Freeman's message that this journey is just beginning regardless of the outcome Sunday night?
He's been preaching a lot about, just setting the tone. I remember Coach Free saying a lot that, obviously after last season, we, went to the national championship and we didn't get the results that we wanted. But at the end of the day, we were still one of the best teams in the country. And going into this season, we might have a target on our backs. And Coach Free says, I quote, we're not going to be the hunted. We're going to be the hunters. We're not going to sit back and, let people come and take shots at us. So our mentality going into this game is to, to hunt. We're not trying to play to not lose. We're playing to win. We're playing to dominate. So that's really like the mentality that we have going into this game, into any game this season. We want to go out there and compete and dominate against, all the good teams that we played this year. Miami's a great team. Every other team that we play this season is a great team. But we're going to go out there and we're going to, dominate and execute, as Coach Free says, reach our full potential.
Arch Manning was saying something about that, something similar, right? Like the new Texas quarterback saying, we don't feel like we got the target. We feel like we're putting the red dot on you. I appreciate that mentality. And Arch, obviously, the new quarterback for Texas, the playoff team. You have a new guy under center in C.J. Carr. What can you tell folks that gives you the most confidence as you step in with the new Irish quarterback that they should understand about who's the new guy calling the signals there?
I know that CJ's ready, first and foremost. We got great coaches. We got a great team in general. So CJ being the person that he is, I know that he's been doing whatever he has to do to make sure that he's up for his opportunity and just locked in and prepared for, to go out there Sunday night and to be himself. CJ's a playmaker. He doesn't get scared. Like, he's really just a baller. And, I feel very confident with him going out there, primarily because I know what type of person he is and I know what type of coaches that we have. And I know that our coaching staff wouldn't let anybody, whether it was CJ or anybody else or Kenny, they wouldn't let anybody go out there not knowing that they can go out there and succeed. They'll put anybody in the best position possible. So I have complete trust in CJ and complete trust in my coaches to go out there, follow the game plan, and just be ourselves. CJ's ready. The whole team's ready.
And you know what he can do? He can hand the ball to 4. Last year I joked with the Ohio State coaches, throw it to 4, and they did late, and that helped close that championship game out against you guys in a spirited battle. But Notre Dame can give it to number 4, and I know you're ready to tote the rock, man. Good health this year. That's the most important thing because the rest is the rest. Jeremiah, I appreciate your time. Hope we can talk again down the road.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you.
You want this, you got that. No way, watch you walk